This is a satire warning. Those who are easily offended, please click another video. You have been warned. Meet Average Joe. Average is used in this sense to describe a commonplace stereotype found in American society. Average Joe likes many things: football, porno, and wife-beating. Approximately 113% of American white males are wife-beaters. The extra 13% is used to express the Mormon polygamist population in Southern America, who on good days can beat all three of their wives. Now, while wife-beating is the most commonplace household abuse by the father figure, there also exists child-beating and animal abuse, although I don't quite understand the last one. The household pet is only a household pet, and the worst he can do is crap on your carpet. And while that is infuriating if you've lost your job and you can see the correlation between the crap and yourself, the reasons to beat your dog are minimal compared to the reasons to beat your wife. Now, if I was teaching a lecture at a high school, if I was not banned from all areas where children frequent, I would probably be asked the question, "Why do such stereotypes exist?" by Timmy in the back row. After I told Timmy to shut the fuck up because I'm an adult, I would answer the question like so. These stereotypes exist because of the concept of emergence. I will explain it simple for all the Texans in the audience. First, 5 people make an idea. 2 of those people decide that their idea is crap and jump to adopt the idea of the third person, while person 4 decides after a while to adopt the idea of person 5. After a couple of thousand years of fighting, either person 5's group has decided to merge in favor of person 3's group, or person 5's group has murdered and exterminated person 3's group. The point I'm trying to make is that multiple ideas soon become one idea. That is emergence theory. This is the reason for major religions, political parties, Belgium, and crosswalks. So then, we have already explored the average white American and understand his stereotype. Now let us introduce a little contrast so we can compare and preface our study. Allow me to introduce the average black African American. Now, contrary to the statistics, black African Americans do not grow up to beat their wives. They instead grow up to live in prisons. Now, what happened along the line? Both white Americans and black African American teenagers share many of the same personality traits, and yet grow up as 2 completely different demographs. The answer, my friends, and Asians, lies within variables of adaptation. The childhood of a person makes that person, and we cannot possibly cover all the childhood experiences, or we would quickly get bored of the different kinds of molestation possibilities. It is as if someone looked down a string of variables and found them all to equal the same number numerous times. It's as if we had 14 different variables in the equation, and we see the equation adding up to 43 over and over and over. It's impossible to solve. The most we can do is look at some commonplace stereotypes and find out where the differences are, which might lead us to a good idea at what kind of molesting leads to the split in the demographs. The most common pastime of teenagers is video games. Every 5 in 5 teenagers play video game systems, so we can see that there is no difference between white Americans and black African Americans. But wait, there are different kinds of video games, yes? Let us see which type each stereotype favors. I decided to conduct this study myself. After selling myself as a prostitute, I was able to scratch together the $500,000 it would take to invest in a good gaming computer machine. I was left over with $90 to buy an Xbox. I tried the Xbox first. After 421 games, I met over 234 black African Americans, went through 12 different kinds of Xboxes, and woke up without a kidney twice. The math in this situation is that 55.58% of the players I encountered were black African Americans, so the data was not very helpful. I ended up playing 316 games on the computer game station, while I attempted to try 421, so the data would be equal with my studies of the Xbox gaming system machine, Computer Matron. My computer became outdated at 316, so I decided to stop there, not wanting to pay the $34 billion to buy a new graphics card. Out of the 316 games, I rebooted 452 times, drank 4,578 soda beverages, and met up with a total of 1/2 of a black person. That fraction turns into 0.5, and 0.5 divided by 316 translates into 0.16 rounded up percent of the population in a basic video game server on the internet is black African Americans. The rest of the 99.84% was white American males between the ages 2 and 5. So the data suggests that one of the variables in the stereotype equation is that black African Americans play more console games than they do computer station system games. So we are one step closer to finding out the mystery of the split in the demographs. An interesting exception to all of this are the Irish people, who, contrary to white Americans and black African Americans having different adulthood stereotypes, have the same personalities as teenagers as they do as adults. being that they are all leprechauns. If you are not offended at all by this video, and you have not once started, closed the window, and come to murder me, then could you please put your name down below in the comment section, as you will go to further study in the next video.